Hey everybody, welcome to another show. It's the HBCU Alumni House Party and the simple things in life. You know what? Sometimes you just got to appreciate those small things in life because, them really, really small things in life, right? Because, listen, life is short. Take advantage of it. Get the best out of life that you can, whichever way possible. It's so glad to see you out here this evening. So before we even get started, hit that share button. Hit the like button. Let me know you out there. Make sure you put something in the comments. Let me know what school you represent, what your Greek organization. Let me know about your classmates. Shout out. Look, we got some great people here tonight. You know how we do it every week. We do it every week. We all have to celebrate our HBCUs. So we got another group of schools that we are celebrating this week. OMG. Seemed like we just started this back in June, right? And we were just starting the fact that we were going to start raising money for HBCUs. Now we are more than halfway done with all of our schools. So we are so excited that we are still here doing the thing. Now, let me tell you about what's happening on today's show. On today's show, we have featuring our special guest for today. You saw it on the picture real quick. I'm just going to throw it back up there real quick if you just in case you missed it. Right here. Here's our guest for today. So we got Tamika, we got Tyler, we got Denise. Yeah, we got Tamika from North Carolina Central. We got Tyler from Stillman College. We got Denise from Lemoyne-Owen College, just to name a few of them. We also going to be talking about Hines Community College of Utica because they are also one of our schools of the week. And then we're going to talk about some other things happening, right? We're going to talk about homecoming and how we all been having the shakes, right? We've been having withdrawals. Have you been checking on, for those who are not HBCU alums, have you been checking on your HBCU family? Listen, we going through the shakes. Some of us got to give, we going through, withdrawals. We need medication or something because, don't get me wrong. We love the virtual experience. We do. We appreciate it. But it's nothing like that connectivity and being on the yard, smelling that barbecue, smelling the fish, just buying the t-shirts, seeing all the students and all the alumni you haven't seen in forever. But just wait. But wait. Because come next year, baby, listen. I don't know about y'all. We coming back stronger, better, wiser. We sure are. But before we go there, let's think about that experience. Let's talk about, remember, so there's a documentary coming out next month in November, and it's called The Experience, where it's put together some alumni.
Coming out of HBCU is amazing. It's epic. It's fun. It's like the best experience of your life.
Homecoming at an HBCU, nothing like it.
Relive the experience, to reflect, to reclaim, to donate, to build, to reinforce, and to do all of those things during that week.
When homecoming comes around, it's like the flags go up, everyone has new energy. You got the new shoes, new outfits. HBCU is more for African American students, a place they can actually feel like a majority in life.
Undergrad, that's the time we get to skip class, we get to do stuff like the stuff during the day, like the comedy show, the Taste of FAMU, that fun stuff. That's cool, and that's stuff you get to do while you're in school.
HBCU homecoming is like a big family reunion. Seeing people that have graduated that you haven't seen, or just seeing the way old Howard, because there's always this argument, old Howard versus new Howard.
You have all the Greeks out. Everybody just kind of meets in front of the union. So they're out there filming, they're out there strolling, everybody's out there talking, everybody's out there just doing their thing.
Homecoming at a university is what it says. It's coming home.
We get so caught up in our day-to-day lives, especially now that we're out of school and we're grown and have families and working and careers and all that good stuff. And homecoming is a way to come back and reconnect.
Man, I can't wait till we can get back on campus. I'm looking forward to this documentary so we can just kind of relive some of those moments and all those good days again. So now, listen, if you are watching this right now, either on YouTube or on our Facebook page, HBCU Alumni Care, or you're in one of the fundraising pages, you can share. Now, if you're watching it right now within the HBCU Alumni United with the 80,000 plus people, how you doing? You can't share it over there. You got to copy the URL and paste it. You got to copy and paste over there. But everybody else, share and share away. All right, now, one of our schools that we are fundraising for this week, and again, we are supporting all HBCUs, public and private, 2-year and 4-year, through this campaign, right? And so one of our institutions is called Hines Community College at Utica. Now, we weren't able to get a representative, but we still want to make sure that we do make it available to everyone. So now, if you want to give to Hines Community College at Utica right now, we do have the link in the chat right there. So you can make sure that you click that link. Then as well as to let you know, Utica campus, it was formerly Utica Junior College, which is located in Mississippi, was founded in 1903 as the Utica Normal and Industrial Institute, as one of the oldest of the Hines community colleges, and they have 6 campuses, locations throughout Mississippi. Now, Utica Junior College merged with Hines Community College in 1982, but retains its historically Black college designation and all of its traditions at that particular campus. So right now, let's take a quick moment. If you've never seen the campus of Hines Community College and what they have to offer, let's go check out this video.
As kids, we dream about what we'll become when we grow up, but we need help to make those dreams a reality. That's why Hines Community College offers 170 academic programs guaranteed to transfer, plus 80 career and technical program options to get you ready to enter the workforce, all at an affordable cost. With Hines, there's no boundaries. Join the community. Hines Community College.
So there you go, Hines. Now we're also, again, this week was kind of full because I'm trying to make sure we get all of our schools and all of our organizations. This week, not only were we doing the 4 institutions, but we were also doing UNCF. And then Thurgood Marshall is coming up later on in the calendar year. So we're gonna get to Thurgood Marshall. So UNCF, we're wrapping them up. For some of you all, we started the campaign with UNCF with the UNCF walk a couple weeks ago, but I took a hiatus. If some of you all didn't know, again, right as we kicked off the walk, my mother went to the hospital that very same day, and she passed away the very next day. So I didn't really have a chance to push the UNCF tab or anything of that nature, and all that good stuff. I'm not mad about it, but I'm just trying to pick up where I left off. So it's been a challenge. It's been an adjustment for me trying to create this new normal, right? So, but I wanted to finish off with the UNCF campaign. So we're going to also drop the link to the UNCF Walk for Education. So you got into the end of this week to also give to that. And let's see. So far, I want to tell you that we've already raised X amount. I'm going to tell you how much we raised for Hines. You got the link in the chat, right? So Hines right now, we have raised $60 for Hines Community College. For UNCF, we have already raised a little over, I'm gonna give you the exact number. We are now at $745 for UNCF. Now, so we're gonna drop the link in the chat for UNCF and for you know what? I had to go to work today. That's where you get the tie and the sweater from today. So someone talk about they digging. There's somebody gonna say right there. You see this comment right here? Really? Oh, who said that? Really? All right, the Cosby look. All right, so with that, I wanted to make sure you got that. And then for if you did not know again about UNCF, let me just say this, and then we're going to move on to our next guest. UNCF mission is to build a robust and nationally recognized pipeline for underrepresented students who are, because of UNCF support, become highly qualified college graduates and ensure that our network of member institutions respected model of best practices in helping move students to and through the college. We support the 37 member institutions of UNCF. However, a student could apply for a UNCF scholarship, and you can go almost anywhere. So we have students on scholarship at over 1,100 schools across the country. So though we support the 37, and 2 of our schools that feature today are part of UNCF, you could have a student on scholarship at any institution across the country. It can happen. For more information to learn about those scholarships, again, go to the website, uncf.org, and then you look up the tab scholarships. Now, also, we're going to talk about how you can get involved with our alumni association with UNCF in just a little bit. Whew. Now, with all that said, okay, I was rushing through all that. Our first guest. Hey, our first guest for the evening. Let's see, I'm gonna turn some music back on, just kind of talking, give me a nice little vibe going on here while I introduce her real quick. Let me see. I think I got some notes. Let me get my notes. Let me tell you a little bit about who she is and all about Denise. If she hold on. I told you I'm working with a new engineer tonight, y'all. So it's a little new for me. No excuses, but working with an engineer. All right, so Denise Tucker, Lemoyne College is coming. Matter of fact, let me give you some background music and give us some little intro. There we go. Wait. That's the wrong thing. That's what I want to do. There you go. I got you, Denise. All right, so Denise Tucker, coming all the way from Atlanta, Georgia, with the Lemoyne College, graduated in 1996 with a major in computer science. Now, when she was at Lemoyne, she was a part of the WEB Scholars. She's a member of SGA, and she's a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. Come on. Then she went on and got her master's degree from the University of Phoenix. I am so proud. I just met her yesterday right here on Facebook. So glad to see her here. She's a part of the National Alumni Association with the Atlanta chapter. Y'all, make some noise. Put your hands together. Welcome to the house party, Denise Tucker. How you doing?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm well. I'm fair for a square. Out here holding on the best I can.
I got you.
Listen, if I had your hand, I'd give mine back.
Okay.
What they tell me, listen, they said, look, I ain't holding but a bunch of diamonds and some clubs. I heard you got all the spades in your hand.
I wish I did. Yeah, I wish I did.
So how's it going?
I'm all right. It's a little sketchy with the weather here in Atlanta with the storm coming up. So kind of watching the late night, early morning, but otherwise it's okay.
Okay, no problem. It's all right. We good. But we gonna just pray you through that.
Yeah.
So now let's talk about Lemoyne College. And a lot of times people don't know a lot about Lemoyne and being down there, the only HBCU in Memphis, Tennessee.
All right.
And I don't want to tell the story, but let's talk about how did you get there?
Well, ironically, my pastor from my hometown in White Plains, New York, Reverend Robert Mason, was the influence behind me attending Lemoyne. I wanted a small HBCU to attend, and he basically told me about Lemoyne. And my mother and I went down for a visit, and I went on the campus, and the rest is history. I gotta say, they were the most loving, open people when I came on the campus, invited me to everything. So I really can say that that's how I got there, by way of a Memphian that lived in New York.
Oh, okay. So now, Let's talk for those who may not know about LOC. What can you share with us?
I would say that Lemoyne College is a special place in my heart, but it is a small something special in the heart of South Memphis. It is it's a school where you're a name and you're not a number. You looked at as an individual. Your faculty and the faculty and the staff embrace you. And the one thing about it is they have great academic programs. You know, they prepare you. They teach you tough love, as well as they give you a hug after they beat up on you a little bit, because they want you to get it. It's about survival. It's about doing the right thing. And I think for me is that a lot of people haven't heard, they hear about the bigger schools, and I understand that. But at the same time period, you know what? Lemoyne Owen is still just as important as a Howard, as a Hampton, as a Bethune-Cookman, as a Benedict. It's an important school. It is a staple to its community. And I have to say that, you know, when I walk back on that campus, even today, they know my name, not a number. They embrace you. Anything you need, they'll be there for you. A letter of recommendation, a transcript, whatever it is, they will do for you to make sure that you are family. So I'm a family and I love my LOC. So what's special about it is that people have to realize that just because we're small, we are a powerful punch, and don't take us for granted.
All right, come on. She said we powerful. Now, for those of you all who have never seen or have never heard of LOC or Lemoyne Owen College and some of the history, you know, there's some greats. You've all had some phenomenal alums come through the hallowed halls of Lemoyne Owen and talk about the history of how it became Lemoyne Owen. Let's take a quick look at this video and some of the history of LOC.
Education is the most powerful weapon that you can use to change the world. Nelson Mandela. The truth of these words is manifest in the transformed lives of the students. Education is the most powerful weapon that you can use to change the world. Nelson Mandela. The truth of these words is manifest in the transformed lives of the students and alumni of historic Lemoyne Owen College. Lemoyne Owen is the heart of the Soulsville, USA Renaissance community in Memphis, Tennessee. Surrounding its beautiful campus are the Stax Museum, the Stax Music Academy, elementary and charter schools, historic churches and businesses, and the stately Elmwood Cemetery. As the only historically black college in Memphis, Lemoyne Owen College has educated local and national leaders who, with their passion and presence, have made an indelible impact on their respective communities and touched countless lives. Consider Marion Barry, former mayor of Washington, D.C., Willie W. Harrington, Memphis's first African-American superintendent of Memphis City Schools and the first African-American elected mayor of Memphis, Dr. Benjamin Lawson Hooks, first African-American appointed to the Federal Communications Commission and former NAACP National Executive Director, Judge, and Minister. Lois DeBerry, former House Speaker pro tempore and one of the longest-serving members in the history of the Tennessee State House of Representatives. And G.E. Patterson, founding pastor, Temple of Deliverance, Bishop, Church of God in Christ. All history makers. All Lemoyne Owen College magicians. This legacy was forged in faith and struggle, and the roots of the college run deep, all the way back to the American Civil War, to the year 1862, 1 year prior to the signing of the Emancipation Proclamation. The battle to abolish slavery was nearly won, and members of the American Missionary Association, in their wisdom and through their faith, knew education was the key to equality and the future of our young nation. So they set up a school at the Union Army's Camp Shiloh in Shiloh, Tennessee, where runaway slaves and freedmen learned to read and write. After the war, the school, now known as Lincoln Chapel, moved to Memphis, where it was burned to the ground, rebuilt, and later renamed Lemoyne Normal and Commercial School, after a generous gift was made by prominent Pennsylvania physician, Dr. Francis Julius Lemoyne. In 1934, the school moved to its current location on Walker Avenue and received its charter as a 4-year degree-granting institution. Later, Lemoyne College merged with Owen College to become Lemoyne-Owen College. Today, the Lemoyne-Owen stands as a beacon of hope in the South Memphis community and a college of choice for those students who desire the unique and transformative experience that only a historically black college can provide. Talented, diverse faculty challenge today's magicians in a rigorous course of study and liberal arts and the sciences, and mold them into leaders and professionals who go forth to shape the communities in which they live, work, and serve.
There you go. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that I told you we are a powerful punch. I mean, don't count the size, it's the quality. We are a quality institution. We are about the business. I mean, as we was about studying. They taught us social aspect. They taught us so much, and they taught us pride. And the thing about it is we had to go to convocation. We had to learn about ourselves. And that's one thing about HBCU we have to realize. It's giving us our culture. It's giving us our environment. The reality is that what I love about my LOC is the fact that it gave me a pride. And think about for a second that most kids 18 to 26 are in a transitional period. They're adults by law, but they don't really know what they want to be. But you have people there like Dr. Ahmad. You had people there like Cheryl Golden. You had people there like Dr. Junis Joyner. You have people there like the Dr. Ralph Calhouns, and you have people that we have a philanthropist, Dr. Phil Dotson. We have had some great faculty members that have instilled in us and gave us that pride and gave us that notion and never forgot us. Even after we graduated, before Dr. Ahmad died, he still was my mentor. And I thank God for him every day. I still have plenty of mothers on that campus all over the place.
I think we all do.
If you ever did something crazy, there was Miss Salisbury. There was Miss Davis. There was the Dr. Milams. There was so many different people that was instrumental to that institution that you never forget. And that's why I'm here tonight, because I haven't forgotten, because the one thing they taught me, if nothing else, is love. They taught me how to define who Denise is, figure out your path, and make it happen. Listen. And I think that we have to remember, we gotta give credit where credit's due. This college is a wonderful institution. Every school has its ups and downs, but my good outweighed my bad. And I love that I had the opportunity to leave White Plains, New York, to go to Memphis, Tennessee, to attend my HBCU, that is Lemoyne-Owen College.
Come on, girl! Yes! She told that. Listen, you didn't say that. The next question typically is, why should somebody give to Lemoyne-Owen? You didn't already said it. You didn't. Listen, we're going to pass the train. Now, listen, we like to drop the link in the chat right now for you all to give. If you have not given to LOC yet, do HBCU alumni care? Yes, we do. Listen, this campaign is all about, again, in this pandemic, we wanted to make sure we were a blessing to every HBCU and be able to be a blessing. Every alum can support every HBCU. And here's a great opportunity for us to do this. So since June 1st, we have been trying to be a blessing to every Black college out there. Denise just told you, she just called the roll of all of these influential professors and advisors and residence hall directors and everybody. She didn't name the roll of everybody. She probably called the cafeteria lady for all I know. Everybody didn't have a chance to listen.
I ain't do that, but okay.
There is the link. I need you all to now. We're gonna take a quick moment. We're gonna take a quick look. There's the link right there. It's in the chat. It's in the chat. I need you all to click on that link. And again, we're not at homecoming. We virtual, but take that $5 you was gonna buy on the fish dinner. $5 you gonna buy a teaspoon. Take that little $5 you're gonna have to pay for parking to go to the game if you was going to the game. And I need you to go and put at least five. At least 5. Come on, you can get more than that.
Can I say something real quick?
You sure can.
So here's my thought. My thought is that, and I'm gonna use a metaphor if you don't mind.
Please do.
Okay, so I take an HBCU like a teacup, and in that teacup you can have water that holds its resources, that what it offers to you. And at the end of the day, if we allow our HBCUs to pour out all their resources and go bare bone dry, and we don't take the time out as a resource of that institution to put something back into that cup, then therefore therefore we'll lose these great institutions that have had to shut down and had to close. So my point by that metaphor is that we have to add a little water in to stay fluid and stay sustainable, to stay functional and stay until we can stay open, so that we can't be selfish because we had the greatness of these institutions, so that the next generation and the next generation can have that opportunity. We need to make sure that we don't forget. Let's not forget from where we came from. We came from an educational foundation and background that gave you structure. If you are a PhD, if you are a doctor, preacher, or teacher, you got some kind of foundation from an HBCU. So my statement is that don't let that cup go empty and don't let that cup go dry. My thing about it is, let's not, and I'm speaking for Lemoyne tonight, but I'm speaking for all schools.
Oh, but
Let's not let Lemoyne College go bare dry ever. We need to leave those doors open forever, because the reality is that it has given us a heritage and it's a staple in a community. I can tell you that from when I was a student there, the community embraced Lemoyne and Lemoyne embraces community. So we need to understand, just like that cup with that water that's holding that resource, we need to also be that resource to the school and give back. And if you cannot give back financially, then give back of time. Be a mentor. Come with some internship and corporate opportunities. We all work in the companies. Let's give the inside track. Others do it. Why can we not do the same? We have to look out for each other and have each other's back. And we have to stand whole to that. So I'm just going to say, whether you give to Lemoyne College or whether you give to any HBCU, just know that you're planting a seed, investing for future generations to have doors and hollow halls that they can go through and matriculate and get that knowledge. And they can also come and say, I too am a graduate of an HBCU. And am I my brother's keeper? Ask yourself.
Come on. So now we are now Denise did all that. Now y'all didn't let her do all that talking. And I got $5. Thank you for that. She started off at $175. Now she ended at $180. Before we end this show today, Lord, I need at least $225 before we end today. I need $225 before we end the show today. But we ain't gonna stop there, because the campaign goes until 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to Saturday night. Until Saturday night, Eastern Standard Time, we will continue to raise money for Lemoyne On. So again, you got the link right there. Copy it, share it, let everybody else know. And for all my replayers who were tardy to the party, no problem. You didn't catch it live, but you're catching it later. That's all right. The link is still, as long as you're still catching it this week, you still got the link. You can still give, and we still can use your support. Man, listen here, Denise, you didn't say it at all.
I hope I said something that was worthy, but I also want to say to you, Anthony, that I'm thankful for people like you, and reason why is because of the fact that you are investing back into the future generations and the hope of for people to get what is necessary. And I thank you. I don't care how much amount we give for Lemoyne Owen tonight, but just the mere fact that you're taking the time out to honor the schools, to give them their credit, and to have us on to share. So now someone's going to know that there is Lemoyne College. I mean, the Lemoyne College is in Memphis. But at the same time period, you're giving us the exposure, and you're allowing the alumni to give you their perspective. So that people can understand that, yes, I graduated many moons ago. But just remember, Lemoyne hasn't changed, because you're still a name and not a number. And I appreciate that you allow us the opportunity to put that out there this evening.
Denise, we're going to drop the chat also. For those of you who want more information about Lemoyne Owen College, you can go to their website at www.loc.edu. We're going to put that link right there in the chat. So if you are a parent, you're a student, and you want to learn more information about the institution, about their admissions, about their requirements, about their, all the things that's happening on their campus, even throughout this COVID and this pandemic situation, you can go right to their website and find out a lot more, and you can share that with everybody. Now, we're going to come back with Denise. She's not done yet. She didn't preach. She didn't go.
Oh, no. Okay, well.
She done came all the way from Atlanta, GA, and gave us a word tonight. She's going to come back a little bit later, and she's going to talk about, I'm going to bring her back with some of our other guests, and we're going to talk about how you can get involved with the Lemoyne Owen College National Alumni Association, or just the importance of why we need people like her and you who's watching to be a part of it. So all the alums from LOC, I saw some of y'all shouting her out. Thank you so very much. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more Denise and the rest of our guests in just a few moments. Wow. So now, listen. Whew. All right. Now, I told you I need at least 225. I need at least 225 before we get out of here tonight. Now, coming up next, our next guest is going to be coming up real soon, and we're going to be talking to Stillman College, the representative from Stillman College. But before we do that, let's talk about the importance again about, hey, it's election season, and I would listen. You heard enough. We got to vote. And I'm going to tell you, here's a good reason of why we stand for what we stand for, because some people just still don't get it. There's a lot of people who just don't, who are just clueless and just are missing the mark somewhere. So I got my good friend Jamal Anthony Taylor from Southern University, who now lives in Lafayette, Louisiana, who put together this quick little video about when we stand. Let's go check it out.
When we stand in courage, collectively against the hatred, the bigotry, the racism, we subconsciously give others the permission to stand with us. My activism is my protest, but it's also my vote. I show how to change a country through that one singular event in time where I have the right to choose who the next president of the United States will be. In my protest, I stand and give permission subconsciously to people to come stand shoulder to shoulder with me against the bigotry, the racism, the hatred. But in that booth, when I'm all alone and it's me and God, I have a choice to make. That vote was fought for tirelessly at lunch counters, on buses, at schools, and through desegregation. When little girls and little boys went to school and were ridiculed and spat upon, and at lunch counters where their food was dumped on their head, and people like Malcolm and Martin and Fannie Lou Hamer. And it's so evident that the civil rights movement isn't over. When we think of names like Ronald Green, Trayford Pellerin, or Breonna Taylor, or Modesto Reyes, when we think of the names of people like Ahmaud Arbery, Alton Sterling, Victor White, and how they were taken from us so swiftly, we must remember that our protest, that our activism is grounded in the idea that we have the right to make change, that First Amendment right to protest. And so as we approach this election season, I challenge each of you individually and collectively to stand in your activism, to stand in your vote, and to stand against hatred. The blackout is about us standing in solidarity and showing unity by wearing black and engaging our democratic process 10 toes down. In the same way that I would stand in front of the governor's mansion and protest and be 10 toes down, I expect you to be 10 toes down at the polls and not give up. And so I challenge you to go to the polls and press the button and make a change and a difference. Hashtag the blackout. Hashtag a vote for Trey. Hashtag a vote for us all.
Hashtag, listen, thank you, Jamal, for that. And we appreciate it so very much for him giving us that commentary and that background. Listen, we started this whole campaign because we wanted to make sure we were advocating, we were recruiting, and we were fundraising through this HBCU alumni page. HBCU Alumni is all about advocating for our schools, recruiting for our schools, and raising money for our schools, as well as, highlighting what our alumni and our students are doing. Let me show you another group of students who are out here doing some great work and telling you why they vote. Ready? okay from Alabama A&M cheerleaders.
It's in my blood. It's in my blood. I cannot lie. I cannot lie. I'll be a bad, bad bulldog to the day I die. It's in my blood. It's in my blood. I cannot lie. I cannot lie. I'll be a bad, bad bulldog to the day I die.
I am Kirsten Johnson. I am from Atmore, Alabama, and I vote for peace.
My name is Carson Scott. I'm from Gary, Indiana, and I vote for my community.
Hi, I'm Dariana Tishner. I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana, and I vote because my opinion matters.
I am Tamia Hill. I'm from Montgomery, Alabama, and I vote because my future depends on it.
My name is Jasmine Connor. I'm from Birmingham, Alabama, and I vote for cleanup instead of pollution.
I'm Nia Sorrento from Atlanta, Georgia, and I vote to make a difference.
My name is Macy Reed. I'm from Grayson, Georgia, and I vote because change starts with me.
I am Trinity McIntosh, and I am from Memphis, Tennessee. I vote because every vote counts.
Hi, my name is Shauna Wheeler. I'm from East Atlanta, Georgia, and I vote for equality.
My name is Anaya Reed. I'm from Chicago, Illinois, and I vote for change.
I'm Jordan Johnson. I'm from Chicago, Illinois, and I vote for my power.
I'm Kennedy Miles. I'm from Conyers, Georgia, and I vote because they paved the way.
I am Osnea Workman. I am from Kalamazoo, Michigan, and I'm voting because Black Lives Matter.
I am Danae Hamilton. I'm from Mobile, Alabama, and I vote for education.
My name is Amari Ford. I'm from Louisville, Kentucky, and I vote because it's a reflection of me.
I am Angel Morrow. I am from Decatur, Alabama, and I vote because my ancestors didn't have the chance to.
The Alabama A&M University Cheerleaders encourages you to vote November 3rd, 2020. Your vote matters. Go Bulldogs!
A&M, 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 you! Woo!
Let's go Bulldogs!
Go vote!
I love it. 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 I am so appreciative. I just sit here and just stalk social media and just find these videos and just like all this positivity and all this Black love and all this beauty. Come on, y'all are just the most amazing people in the whole wide world. And speaking of somebody else who's amazing, let me tell you, hold on, let me just go on and I'm gonna give him his music. Listen, every so often I ask the question, like, if you were walking into the club, what song would you like to hear? Like, what would be your intro music? And he was like this. Hey! Yo, welcome to the show right now. He's my good friend from Stillman College. He is Tyler Davison from Tuscaloosa, class of 2018. He majored in biology, minored in psychology. He is a member of the Stillman College Atlanta Alumni Chapter. He is a member of the Epsilon Sigma Alpha Omega Alpha Chapter, the Collegiate 100 Student Ambassador. He was pre-alumni all when he was on campus. He was just doing the thing. Now, he's gone on to get his master's degree from Sam Houston State University. And right now, he is serving as the director of development at Stillman College. And I also like the fact that he's also part of my board. He's a part of my National Alumni Council for UNCF. He's one of my regional officers. I am so excited to bring him onto the show right now. Yo, I need all my Stillman College alum, wherever you at, put your hands together, make some noise for Tyler Davison to the house party.
Hey.
Hey. Woo. And welcome to the house party, man. What's happening?
Thank you. Nothing much.
But you wasn't even expecting, like, why he asking crazy questions like this? So, Tamika, I need you to go and read the email real quick and look at the calendar invite. So if I can see if I can cue up your song real quick. It's the link. It says pre-show survey. You still got time. All right. So now, what's going on, man? How are you?
Nothing much good. We're just in the midst of checking on Zeta because things have been rainy and gloomy here in Tuscaloosa.
Yes, because my good friend Mary Kay from Town Square Media, who's typically here with me, is at the station working tonight because of the storm, because she's monitoring the storms right now. So we want to make sure you all are safe.
Yes.
So with that, you know, I'm hoping that you are staying safe. But with all that, how's Stillman College going on? What's happening at Stillman?
Woo! Stillman College is beautiful. It's growing. It is everlasting. It seems like that this is the time that we are growing. Stillman College is proud to announce we have gotten over $11 million in grant funding over the past couple of months. We're embarking on new territory. And so with embarking on that new territory, we have devised new ways of learning for our students, not only new ways of learning for our students, but communicating. And we're equipping our students with intergenerational communication skills during the pandemic. So we're just doing it all over, getting ready for our very first ever day of giving. So right now, Silver Nights, this is your time to give, not only right now, but to give next week on November 4th through the 5th. Is 1,876 minutes of pure giving to the college. And so we're about it. And we are also culminating that with our 144th Founders Convocation and our first ever virtual convocation.
So we actually, so side note, you know, we can designate these dollars we raise here to your day of giving.
Yes. And that's what I expect for all the Stillmanites to do and everyone that gives to the campaign.
So any alums or anybody who's watching right now, campaign this week, we can make sure that we earmark this to your day of giving. All I gotta do is right there, just put it in the letter.
Just a little bit. So $25,000 is the goal. We plan to hit that. I plan to hit that no matter what. So you will be getting calls on your phones all day. We started at 8 o'clock in the morning all the way to 3:16 p.m. November the 5th.
Wow. So now let's talk about, how did you get to Stillman College?
So I got to Stillman College. I'm originally from Jonesboro, Georgia. You guys don't know where it is. It's home of Gone with the Wind, the book. So So I actually, recruiter came to my school, my high school, Jonesboro High School, Jonesboro, Georgia. He showed me a pamphlet about it and showed me the students on the pamphlet. I actually did the application that day, actually got my application back that same day and got accepted. She does not know this. I don't think she remembers me that well to know, but Dr. Victoria Bowman, who's now serving as our Vice President of Institutional Effectiveness, she actually was the Director of Admissions before. And so when I first got to Stillman College, I was doing all of my paperwork and giving everything in order. She actually gave me a scholarship right there on the spot, just for my GPA and a number of other things that I did in high school.
Wait, hold on, right on the spot.
On the spot. She gave me a leadership, and from then I became a student ambassador for the college, working in the Office of Admissions and helping them out. And then, just doing everything on campus. And so when she did that, it helped me out just in a major way. And I would just like to thank her. And then, coming into the campus, it's a small campus. I came with my mom and my aunt for the first time. And when I came, it wasn't nobody on campus just yet, but it was still a number of ways that the campus was moving to where I was feeling that it was the right place for me at the right time. It was small campus. When I got my instructor, Dr. Rosanna Gray, who was also a Stillman College alum, she came in the gate talking about, we're going to get your internships as soon as the summer hit. We're going to do this for you. We're going to do this for you. You got this, you got that. Mama, don't worry about him because we're going to get it done. And so, that embarked on my journey to Stillman College, and I have not looked back. I have not wanted to go to any other HBCU for my undergraduate career. This is home. This is my family right here. No matter what, they stick with you through thick and through thin.
Won't we do it? Oh, we gonna let you fall. Now we might get you together, but we're gonna let you fall.
Right.
Now celebrate the fact that Dr. Warwick is the first female president.
The first female president and the 7th leader of Stillman College of this 144th year. 44 years.
So how is listen? I know she came in there. Listen, she came in there rocking and rolling.
Yeah, she came in there rocking and rolling. Dr. Warwick actually came. I actually worked for her before I even graduated in her office when she first got there. And working with her is just a pleasure and a joy. She's the one who actually brought me back to the college and actually gave me a full-time position at the college. I came underneath her as a Dr. Cynthia Ward Presidential Leadership Fellow for Development in 2018, 2019. She saw the vision that I saw for Stillman College, and not only Stillman College, but the Office of Institutional Advancement. And she made me the Director of Development for the college. And so now, I have big shoes to fill, and I'm trying to fill them. Every day I'm talking to somebody new, a new alum, an older alum, and I love the aspect of building genuine relationships with all my alumni. I keep everybody's number in my phone, so just in case they pop up. I just got a call from one of my former trustees, Dr. Eddie Johnson, who served as the assistant superintendent of superintendent for the state of Alabama education system. So it's things like that. I love to build those genuine relationships with my alums to see what they have to offer and what they can do for us, but what we can do for them.
Okay, awesome. So now let's talk about as Director of Development, you are in charge of raising this money. Thank you.
I'm raising this money.
Got to raise his money, man. This because it was your president. I'm gonna tell you, it was your president. We had breakfast. I want to say March 4th. We had breakfast in Washington D.C. and at the Marriott Hotel. I think it was the Marriott or one of them. And she said, "Anthony, I need for you to help my alumni raise money. I need you to help my alumni recruit. I need you to help my alumni advocate for our school." That's what she told me, along with a few other presidents. But she sat right at the table and told me, "This is what I want you to do." So this is what you're doing. But you get paid for it. Woo, it's your job. Let's talk about why Stillman. Why now?
Why Stillman? Why not Stillman? Stillman College is an institution where you are not a minority, you are a priority. So we deal with all of our students the same way and cater their needs and what they need to do in an aspect no other college I feel like can do. We have people here like Miss Tasha Washington helping you in career services, who is an alum. You have people that get you together like myself and our Director of Alumni Affairs, Ms. Jean Wilson-Sykes. You have Dr. Cynthia Ward, who is the most accessible president in the whole wide world. She hits students right back on their emails. She calls them back. She emails them, texts them any way possible that they want to be contacted. She will contact them in that manner and way.
I emailed her one day and she emailed me back talking about, "Oh, you can pick up the phone and call me." She said, "Just call me."
Yeah. And so I'm telling you, she's the most accessible president. And I don't think students really don't realize how accessible a president isn't at their institution until they come here. Some people be like, "Oh, I didn't even know who you were," until graduation day. They be like shaking their hand and they be like, "I don't know who you are. Who are you?" "Oh, you're the president." And so those are some of the things. It's a small knit community. And we just love the fact that all of our students know each other. We're one close knit community and family here. If one of us is down, all of us down. If one of us is up, we're all up. We're small, but we're mighty. We have a number of alumni in different areas. Pfizer Company, Pharmaceutical, Dervance Pharmaceutical. We have lawyers, doctors owning their own practices and doing the thing what they are meant to do. And they all are doing those things because of what? Their foundation that they were able to build here at Stillman College. And that's what Stillman College wants you to do. Build a foundation so you can go out into the world and change the world. Because here at Stillman College, we're preparing you for a different world. You muted.
I know.
You're muted again.
Why am I muted still? Okay, there we go. If I couldn't have done any better, OMG, and I missed the cue. Play the video.
Greetings. I am Dr. Cynthia Warwick, the 7th president and first female leader of Stillman Alabama.
Did you know that Stillman College has been preparing students for a different world for over 141 years? Isn't that right, Tiger?
It's a different world.
It's a different world. Did you know that Stillman College students study biology for medical professions, history and criminal justice for law, and math and business for technology? It's a different world. Did you know that the renowned Stillman College Choir travels all around the United States? Most recently to Georgia, Washington, D.C., Florida, Detroit, and Chicago, with plans to tour Germany next year.
It's a different world.
Did you know that the Stillman Honda All-Star Quiz Bowl team competes every year in Los Angeles in the national championships? And all Stillman students are eligible for scholarships from the United Negro College Fund, Honda, Mercedes-Benz, Coca-Cola, and other national brands.
So, you can be part of the energy and magic at Stillman College, where we're preparing students for a different world.
Listen, I couldn't have said it any better. You cued that just right, and I messed it up. I'm so sorry. All right, so let's go look. Let's go look at the totals. Let's look at the totals and see where we are with our fundraising efforts for Stillman College at this point. So we're gonna drop the link in the chat again if you want to give to Stillman College, like right now. You can.
I know they're $2,500 already.
All right, so wait, let's see. Now I'm at. Let me. I like to refresh my screen because somebody might have given while the video was going. Let's see. So right now we are at $324. Okay, I'll take that, but I need some more. I need some more. So again, every dollar we raise goes straight to Stillman College. It's going to go straight to Lamar Owen College tonight. It's going to go straight to Hines. It's going to go straight to North Carolina Central. It's going to go straight to UNCF. So every dollar, nothing ever touches my hand. It goes straight from you to the organization. And for Stillman College, this is going to go towards their Day of Giving campaign that's happening next week. So we're going to make sure that all this applies to their Day of Giving next week. So let's go and just go and get them started. Let's go and just get them set up right.
Come on, get us set up.
We're going to set you up just right. So again, ladies and gentlemen, okay, we already, let's see. We'll make sure we had 324. Make sure we had 324 still. Again, we're going to come back before we're going to bring Tyler back in just a little bit, and we're going to look at this total one more time and see if we can get this thing up to about 375. Let's see if we can get to 375.
Phone calls.
Yeah, go and make some phone calls. So while we on a quick break, we're going to come back and see if we can make some phone calls. You know, Tyler going to text some folks, going to let some people know to tune in. All my Stillman alums, again, thank you so much for showing him some love. Anybody who knows this good brother, he good people. I'm so glad that he also works with our group on campus called Pre-Alumni Council. Thank you for always repping and supporting what they do. Being a part of Pre-Alumni yourself, but then also being their advisor and working with them to help prepare them to be active alums. That is so important today. Tyler, thank you. I'll see you in just a moment. Man, oh man, listen, I think it's getting exciting up in here. Listen, all right, now listen, we got one more representative. Beautiful young lady calling from North Carolina Central. But before we chat with her real quick, listen, I know you need your homecoming attire, right? Or, well, your stay-at-home coming attire. Or you need you some new paraphernalia. Well, we got this one company called exclusively HBCU. They're my cousins. I'm calling them my cousins. From Prairie View A&M University. And Danielle and Derica, they got some great products. And I got a special promo code for you. If you want to purchase anything from their website, we're gonna We're going to drop the link to their website, but we want you to check out this commercial, this promo from one of our program partners who they help us put this show together. We appreciate them being here. And you got to get you one of these exclusively boxes because, listen, it's HBCU in a box. I can't wait till my next one comes. It's going to be the Stay at Homecoming. That's what I'm calling it, the Stay at Homecoming box. It's going to come with a do-rag, a bonnet, a flask, and a onesie. I can't wait to get my onesie pajamas. I'm going to wear the onesie on the show one day as soon as I get it. I really am. Let's go check them out. Hey, everyone. Let me tell you about exclusively HBCU. They are more than your typical subscription box service. Their mission is to highlight and collaborate with other HBCU alums and entrepreneurs while providing opportunities and scholarships to current and future HBCU scholars. And did I mention they have a really great product line like this and this and even this. The company's aim is to bring awareness to HBCU's rich history and showcase why our alma maters are still relevant and essential today. Now, they want to continue their support by donating 10% of each sale to the United Negro College Fund by using the promo code UNCF at checkout. So go check out their website at www.exclusivelyyhbcu.com and grab you something nice for yourself or that HBCU student of yours. Better yet, sign up for the quarterly subscription box and use promo code UNCF at the checkout. And by the way, tell them that your Uncle Anthony sent you. Right, tell them that I sent you. Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily need to do rag, but I mean, it's gonna come in the box nonetheless. But it's gonna be all. But the boxes are all catered to your institution. So where I may get a Bethune-Cookman, you may get a Howard, somebody else may get a Stillman, someone else may get something else, but it's all catered to your school colors, your school mascot, and things of that nature. But you got to go check them out at exclusivelyyhbcu.com. Use the promo code UNCF. We would greatly appreciate it. Again, I always love the fact when I do these searches on the internet and I find these great videos from our alums and our institutions about the importance of voting. So let's check out another one from Southern University about the importance of why we need to vote.
Your vote is important. Your community depends upon it. You have the ability to make changes.
Change can really start with us, and we can be the change that we want to see, but it all starts at the polls, so go vote.
As young adults, it is important for us to register and exercise our right to vote because it is our civic duty.
Being a registered voter gives us an opportunity to allow our voices to be heard.
It's important to go register to vote, and I've learned because it affects our communities, it affects our neighbors, it affects our children.
The future is in the palm of our hands, and we have the power to make change happen.
If you feel like you want your opinion to actually matter, if you want something to be done, voting is definitely encouraged.
There are more than just presidential candidates listed on the ballots. District attorneys, judges, sheriffs, parish officials, and council members are on these ballots.
The importance of voting is people gave their lives to give us the right to vote. And I think we should exercise that each and every time we have opportunity. So please, go out and vote.
We live in the greatest country in the world, and one of the great freedoms we have is to select the people that lead our country. I just encourage everybody to take their time to register to vote, to go out and let their voice be heard in whatever direction that they want to use it. You have a chance to voice your opinion through voting.
I really believe that a lot of people have came before us, pioneers of America, that have given their lives for the opportunity to vote. Young men and women, now's the time for us to make a change in the world. How do you do that? One vote at a time. You're the difference. You're the change. Go Jags. Go vote.
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 Go Jags. Go vote.
Go vote. And go Tigers.
Go vote. That's what I'm talking about. Now, here we go. Our third guest for the evening. Listen, she is a native right now. She lives in Washington, D.C., but she is a graduate of North Carolina Central University, a 2000 graduate. Listen, we're going to get her music ready, get her house party. Listen, she got to get her house party music so she can get them shoulders moving. Listen, let me tell you all about Tamika Bowden. She was an English major while at North Carolina Central. She went to Georgetown University and got her master's degree. She is now the president of the National Alumni Association of North Carolina Central. Listen, NCC's motto is truth and service, and she believes in serving. Now, she wants you all to know that we have a lot of talented alumni and love the young alumni. Again, I got to go check out this video. I'm going to see if I can get this video up for real quick because they got some young alumni doing some great things, and I'm excited about the fact that she's 2000 alum and she's the NAA president. Y'all better make some noise right now. I need to see the Eagle Pride up in here. I need to see some Eagle Pride in this chat like right now. She about to walk up in this thing. Hey. Hey. There she go. There she go. Oh, I let go.
Yes.
Hey, welcome to the house party.
Welcome. Thanks for having me. How are you?
I'm well. I was like, I hope I was like, I'm gonna just put you out there. Like, I'm like, Tamika, I hope you hear this message before you come on.
I did. You know it's homecoming week though, so
yeah, it is homecoming week. So again, this is sometimes the campaigns just fall right in sync with an institution. So I'm so excited the fact that the HBCU Alumni United is able to support and celebrate what you all are doing for NCCU. How's it going?
Good. It's homecoming.
I know, right?
Homecoming.
Y'all been having the wine tasting. I heard you say something earlier.
Yes, the wine tasting, the gym jam tonight. Got a 10:40 break tomorrow. Yes, we are trying to relive every part of homecoming virtually, of course. Safe, mask, socially distant, all those good things, but still trying
to. So now let's talk about, again, I always know, how did you get to NCCU?
I'm legacy. So like my mom, family, there was only two choices in high school. It was the military, NCCU. So you choose NCCU.
You got two choices.
Two choices. You had two, military or NCCU.
Okay, then no problem. So now, what was it like again? Usually I don't get them this young. I don't get them this young as far as an alum. So congratulations to being.
Thank you.
I don't know if you're the youngest. Are you the youngest alum serving as NAA president?
Probably so. I mean, at this point, I'm the alum of like now. Yes.
Okay. So what has been some of the things you've been actively trying to recreate or define in your term?
I'm trying to redefine the Alumni Association. It's not just old people, like we all love our university, no matter how old we are. We're all young at heart. So just trying to connect, make sure that we're all connecting. I love HBCUs. I love Black people. I love Eagles, love North Carolina Central University graduates. So just trying to give a new face, fresh voice, new perspective on what it means to love your alma mater. I was listening to Denise earlier, and all the things she was saying resonate. Like HBCUs do something for all of us, and so reconnecting and us embracing one another, embracing our HBCU and supporting them with $1, $5, however we can support them. They need it. We all remember the struggle and why we love our HBCU is part of that struggle.
The struggle. Let me tell you about the struggle real quick. I just thought about something. I remember we used to have somebody who used to work at KFC, and when they would get off of work, they would get all the extra chicken from KFC and bring it to the dorm, and they would make an announcement over the PA, and all they would say is, "The chicken man is here." And when I'm telling you, with everybody from the third floor on down, we bum rushed that lobby because he gave you 2 pieces for $1 and a biscuit.
What? And that was a steal, not a deal. Do
you see what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. Yes, the struggle was real.
At the midnight hour, when the cafeteria closed, when there ain't nothing open, and you hungry?
Yes.
The chicken man came through.
You couldn't call home. You couldn't phone in money. Like, there was no such thing.
What about no Cash App back then?
Not even that. My mother gave you a stipend for the month, okay? So therefore, there was no calling in. It was a stipend for the month. You better spend it wisely.
See, I'm gonna take you back. See, you don't know about this. Denise might know about this one. See, you don't know about it because you're too young. See, we used to have Western Union back in the day.
I know Western Union, but
I know Western Union, girl.
It was $5.95. She won't pay that fee. She's like, you better spend wisely. Eat less.
So now listen. So besides the fact that you only have two choices between military and NCCU, talk about some of your moments. Of, give me a moment. Give me a moment of a time of a day in a life of. Let's go back to your. I'm just gonna say random. Talk about a moment from your sophomore year of college.
Oh my, so many moments. So I started off at NCCU as a sociology major. Totally wanted, service has always been deeply something that I've been committed to. And then my mother said to me, Tamika, what you gonna do with that? Baby, you gotta make money. So then I changed over to English. And she was like, what you gonna do with that? And I was like, but there's more options here. So I remember just meeting some fabulous professors that truly instilled in me the importance of reading and writing and just embracing literature and just falling in love with art. And so throughout my tenure in the English department, I just fell in love with so many aspects that of just embracing writing and just enjoying it. And so now I do communications, where part of what I love is that storytelling, knowing the art of storytelling and how important it is for everybody to tell their story. Like what you're asking me now is like, tell your story, and how much you can connect with people just through a story. So I do that every day.
Of communication. So your chancellor.
Yeah, that's what he does too.
Your chancellor, Dr. Johnson O. Akinley, was my professor of communication at Bethune-Cookman.
Wow.
So I had him for television production. I had him for mass media. I had him for a couple of different classes. And I think, he really took, I think he was pretty, this when I got him at the transition when he first got his PhD.
Mm-hmm.
So I got him from the Mr. to the doctor.
Yeah.
And because I think he came from Howard University before he came to Bethune-Cookman.
And
when I tell you that was my favorite teacher, professor on campus. I mean, he looked out for us. To the point where I think we had a class with maybe like 5 students. And one day we ended up taking the class on the beach.
Wow.
Or he would take us to his house and his wife would just cook lunch for us. And we just had class at the house. Like he was he was that up close and personal to us.
Nice.
He actually hired me. I was a senior taking the television production class, but he hired me as an intern to help him teach the class.
Wow.
So my grade was predicated on me making sure everybody else in my class passed.
Wow.
It was like, well, Dr. A, I'm still learning.
He was teaching you leadership early on. This is great.
He said, you got this. He said, you got this.
Yeah.
And I appreciate the fact that the type of leadership that he was instilled upon us, and I know he's doing this amazing work at NCCU.
Yeah.
So even so much the fact, let me show you all this video. Let me let you all meet my professor, her president, right now.
Shepherd founded this school. He made a promise to the students who came through the door that they would get a quality education that would help them and transform their lives. So we continue that promise today. And the only difference is that we call it Eagle Promise. I tell people all the time, our exposure internationally and globally is very important. Not only do we want our students to go out, but we also want to recruit, students from there, because when they come, they make our campus better. They make our students better. And so that's part of the strength of this university. In arts, in humanities, in sciences, in law, we're doing very well. And we will continue to tell that story. But we're trying to position ourselves as a master's comprehensive institution that can compete with any school and anywhere in the world. And that's what we want our students to be able to do. One shot.
yours. Go! Yeah, I was building on the lecture. Verses coming daily under pressure. Working on the plot and the scheme. The true side trademark is at the edge of your dreams. I'm talking one shot for the kill. The breeze cut, freeze up, straight drop for the chill. I'm talking taking over pieces and shares. The bomb sky high. Check the movement is here. Yeah. It's one heart, one shot. Now the future is yours. Go. I'm turning dreams into reality. In the lab with the formula and chemistry. The memories spark and motivate and make the industry shake. You're taking balls to the place. I'm talking one. Yeah. It's one arm, one shot. Now the future is yours. Go.
So you got to tune in this Saturday at 11 o'clock a.m. for the virtual homecoming.
Yes, we're kicking off with a tailgate. Then we're going into a game that was played back in the day. We are 110 years old, so we got a lot of history to relive. Yeah.
Come on,
yes.
110.
Yes. See,
somebody
yes.
needs to give it $110. I need somebody to give $110 like right now.
Yes, $110. We'll take 2001. We'll take 1910. We'll take 101. Yes.
All those combinations.
Yes, every donation goes towards a good cause. HBCUs are beneficial. They are the best. I feel like every child needs to start at HBCU.
So now we are dropping in. If you haven't already seen, ladies and gentlemen, we have dropped in the link. A lot of information as far as the link to NCCU, to the fundraising page, to the alumni, to their Instagram, to the institution itself, how you get involved with the alumni. But as Tamika's going to tell us a little bit about, again, the importance of why we want you to support North Carolina Central, we're going to go look at the numbers real quick and see how much money we've raised so far. Let's see what we got so far. So you can just tell them why
NCCU is a great institution. I mean, it started off as a liberal arts college. Well, first of all, college just for Black folks. North Carolina College for Negroes, and then it's escalated over time to be a liberal arts program. But now we're where we're based in the Research Triangle Park, so we're focused a lot more on technology and science. But more importantly, we have a lot of heavy weighters when it comes to alum. One of the three things that we do well is we have a phenomenal law program along with an education program. So a lot of the educational leaders across the country are graduates of NCCU. A lot of the legal profession in North Carolina and surrounding areas are NCCU graduates. And we're coming to touch base with a lot of our law enforcement, are NCCU graduates as well. So NCCU has a lot to offer. We're nestled in Durham, North Carolina, in between the UNC and the Duke. So definitely bring a lot of Black American power there, but ultimately definitely bring in the perspective of the importance of a small institution nestled in between these larger powerhouses.
Cool beans. So now we are right now at $115. If I can see that.
We can do better than that. We can do better than that.
I know we can do better than that. Yeah, come on here. Y'all playing.
We can do better than that.
I need this again. This is all about all HBCU alumni supporting all H. Okay, we have 125. That's still. I need.
Nice.
I need some more.
Yes.
I need a little bit more, y'all. So tell your friends. When you give, not only do you give, I need you to also challenge some other alums to give too. So challenge somebody else to match what you gave. So if you gave 50, tell somebody else to match your 50. If you gave 5, tell somebody else to match your 5. Again, it's all about every HBCU alum supporting every HBCU. I think that we can do this. I truly believe that if we say that we are supporting Black businesses, if we're all about Black Lives Matter, then let's support our own. We are the HBCU Cares Act. We don't have to worry about the government or 45 or anybody else to support us. We can support ourselves.
Exactly. We are our own PPP. Let's do it.
Come on.
Yes.
That's what you said. That's what you said.
Yes.
I appreciate you coming on. Listen, I'm going to take a quick pause. I'm going to do one more quick announcement. I'm going to bring all 3 of my guests back in a few moments. We're going to talk a little bit about alumni engagement, give you all an opportunity to do a final thought, and we're going to get up out of here for tonight. So, Tamika, thank you. I'll see you in just a moment.
Yes.
Whoo! All right. So, listen, again, tonight, we're going to drop the links one more time if you missed any of the links for tonight. Just in case you're still watching, thank you for all my replayers. Thank you for all the people who've been liking and thumbs upping and hearting and sharing and hugging. Thank you. If you've been hitting the share button, thank you. Again, Hines Community College of Utica, UNCF, Lemoyne-Owen College, Stillman College, and North Carolina Central University. Those are our schools that we have been raising money for this week, and we greatly appreciate you all supporting us throughout all of our campaigns. And in just a moment, we're going to bring back our three guests one more time, and so we can do a final thought and we can get up out of here. But before we do, I do want to take a moment and tell you about, again, not only do we have people like exclusively HBCUs, one of our program partners, we got another company by the name of Life on the Yard Apparel. OMG. So glad I was able to get them back in the rotation. You can relive some of those moments of nostalgia right on your apparel every day, like this. Listen. You already know that the HBCU experience is like no other college experience. And as a matter of fact, it is an experience that you will remember for the rest of your life. Now, not only should you be able to remember the time, you should also be able to represent the memory with a Life on the Yard apparel. Now, these shirts allow you to bring a little bit of nostalgia back by allowing you to wear the memories of being on the yard, especially from some of those landmarks that no longer exist. This is my freshman dorm right here. Now, right now, you can represent those memories in your dorm life and support the HBCU Alumni Care campaign with your purchase. It's really easy. Just go to www.lotyyapparel.com and search for your HBCU and dorm. Use the promo code HBCU Live, and $2 for each purchase will support the campaign. Now, if you don't see your school or your dorm, just drop the company a message. Use the Contact Us tab, and they will work on supporting your request. So what are you waiting for? Purchase a shirt, support the campaign, and represent those memories with Life on the Yard apparel. Your HBCU experience. And don't forget to use the promo code HBCU Live. Hey, I need you to go and support them as much as you can. Life on the Yard apparel. Got some great shirts. So now again, ladies and gentlemen, one more time before we get up out of here, I want to bring back our guests for this evening. Had a great time with them. We're going to give them one more chance to say something about their school, about alumni associations, and about the campaign. Before we get up out of here, we're going to tell you about the schools that we are raising money for next week, for the next coming weeks. But welcome back to the show right now. I want to bring back Denise Tucker, class of 1996 from the Lemoyne-Owen College. She's part of the National Alumni Association of Atlanta chapter. Y'all show her some love. She's coming into the stream right now. We also want to bring back to the show my good friend Tyler Davidson, class of 2018 from Stillman College, who now is the Director of Development. And then finally, we're going to bring back the wonderful Tamika Bolden from North Carolina Central University. She's now serving as the president of the NCCU National Alumni Association. Whoa, that is a lot and a mouthful. Are y'all okay? Because I'm tongue-tied. Hey,
we're good.
Show, ladies and gentlemen, we are almost up out of here. But before we get up out of here, I wanted to give you one more last chance. You know what? I need to go back and probably look at these totals while you all are giving your final thoughts. We're going to go back and pull up those totals real quick, and we're going to refresh our screen because I know people have been giving. I know they've been giving. Right? They better been giving, right? Y'all put the call out. Did y'all put the calls out? I know somebody put the call out. So we're going to go back and look at these totals real quick and see where we are. But before we do that, I'm going to give each one an opportunity to give their final thoughts. If you want to give a shout out to any alums that may be watching, any of your family, your friends, to the institution, and talk about the importance of alumni engagement or how they can be a part of your alumni association. This is your opportunity. Denise, I'm going to go with you first.
Okay. So my final thought is that for anyone that attended Lamorna College, if Lamorna has given you anything, if you have something, donate what you can. If you can donate your time, if you're a speaker and you're professional in your craft, let them know you can come back and speak that way. If you're going to be a mentor to some young ladies and some young men, try to see if you can reach out that way. We have to be multifaceted to make sure we hold on to people. Starting Friday, Lamorna will be starting their annual campaign. You can go to loccares.org, I believe. As then also you can call 435-1527, I believe was the number they gave me today. And I just want to thank Anthony again for having me on. It was a pleasure being with Tyler and Tamika. Hope I said your name right. And does it make a difference what HBCU, because we're going to love ours individually, but I'm going to love on all of them and say that we need to keep the doors open and love on all our HBCUs. They are unique in their own design. I love my LLC, like Tyler loves his Stillman, and she loves her NCCU. So we're going to have to be supportive of one another. And that's my last thought. Just do it. Like Nike, just do it. Take the time and just do it and give back. So give back to what someone gave to you, because you're not standing here on your own. You're standing on someone's shoulders too. And ask yourself, am I my brother's keeper? And then think about it.
Awesome. Tyler, what you got? Your turn.
Woo, she wrapped it up just about. I'm just saying, if you're gonna support, make sure you support your alma maters. Just like they supported you throughout your career. I can tell you the truth. I talked to an alum the other day. He said he'll give the shirt off his back, or he'll eat one less meal just so that Stillman College can have what they need to ensure that we are helping our students to the best of our ability and making sure that they are on the right path. So just like how Denise said, make sure if you can't give financially, make sure you give your time. Make sure you are going back to your alma mater. Make sure you're reaching out to those alum, those professors, those deans in those areas saying, hey, I got this opportunity. What can I do, or how can I help you all? Hey, I have this grant opportunity. I know about this grant opportunity. I know this person that can help us out. Just be there for your institutions, because right now we need our institutions more than ever, more than we need you all. Because if we don't have you all, we don't have nothing at all. Because if we have to stand as one together. I love every single last HBCU. I highly suggest every African American child in the whole entire world to fill up the 105 HBCUs to the max, to where they are pouring out and they are filling their residence halls, apartment complexes, and everything like that, because HBCUs are where you grow the most at. You can't grow anywhere else to the full capacity that you see yourself as until you attend a HBCU, until you have that struggle and that fight in you. You won't be able to have that nowhere else, but you can get that in an HBCU. And so that's why I would say give to your HBCUs, because they gave you so much and you are where you are because of them. And they set that ground foundation for you to succeed in life.
Say that.
Wow. Okay, listen, y'all out here preaching. Come on, Tamika, you about to round this whole.
I'm like, I can't even preach. All I can say is amen, hallelujah, amen.
You about to round this around third. Honey. You coming around third.
Look, I'm in the amen corner, which I have my tambourine. I echo second. HBCUs are fantabulous. My son is applying to schools this year, and that's the first thing I said to him is seek out every HBCU, because they give you that nurturing, that foundation that you need, that allows you to go off, seek a PWI at a later point in life, but that initial foundation you need. So I will say definitely connect to your HBCU. I know across the country there are HBCU alliances. So even if there's not if you cannot connect with your alma mater, there is a network of HBCU alum that are connecting. I know there is that way in DC, and I've lived other places that I've been able to tap into HBCU alums there. Definitely give back to NCCU, but to any HBCU. It's kind of like the campaign right now. It's like, if you want things to survive, you got to give to it. You got to nurture it. You can give your time, talent, or treasures. As everyone has said before, you don't necessarily have to give with your money, but if you have a talent that you can share it. If you just have time, because that's priceless, give it. So that would be, and then we have a website, nccualumni.org, if you want to learn more about our association, how to connect with us. We are an influential network across the country of alumni standing strong. So definitely connect with us.
Awesome sauce. Now listen, before we get up out of here, I do want to go back one more time and see if I can share and see what our totals look like so far. Again, for everyone who's watching, again, so the campaign goes into 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you have until this Saturday night to still make a donation. And, again, encourage as many people to go. And for Stillman, it's going to go towards their day of giving. To NCCU, it's going to go towards their homecoming. Of course, to Lemoyne Owen, it's going to go to their alumni supports. Again, our goal is to be a supplement to what's already happening on campus, because we believe all HBCU alumni can work together and do this. So let's go back real quick, and I'm going to show you what our numbers look like so far for all of our schools. Excuse me. We are right now at, I want to make sure I refresh it to make sure I got all the right total. Got to refresh the screen real quick and see what our new totals look like. So right now we are at $85 for Hines Community College. Utica, North Carolina Central, you're at $125. Stillman College, you're at $360. Lemoyne Owen, you're at $310, and UNCF at $745. So I can see there's been some movement.
Oh, that's so awesome.
There's been some movement. Congratulations, everybody. But every dollar counts, and we're going to count every dollar no matter what it is. We appreciate what you all have been doing. So now, before we get up out of here, we got to give our closing thoughts. And, again, it's the house party. Let me go and give y'all some closing music, y'all. We normally do a toast. I normally do a toast every time I talk about everybody coming into the house party. So I'm going to say, if you got you something to drink, I'm going to give a shout out real quick to, like I always typically do, I'm going to give a shout out to North Carolina Central.
All right.
College. To my engineer for today, Carly, who's from Howard University.
HU.
All right.
To all of our viewers, our listeners, our watchers, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, it's been fun, but we gotta run. Until next time, I need y'all to shoot for the moon. If you miss, you always will be amongst the stars. And here's my closing thought for today. If I had a closing thought, as I'm thinking about homecoming, and I'm thinking about I'm thinking about our bands. And anybody ever been in a marching band, you ain't training unless it's raining. You ain't marching, because even when it's raining, you still got to go. And it's your responsibility. You still got to perform, and you got to keep going. So I want you to know, whoever is watching, that there will be people who will rain on your parade. But you know what? That's okay. It's your parade. And I want you to show them that you're better than that. You're stronger than that. You're wiser than that. And regardless of what's happening with that rain, the show must go on. And that's what we do at all of our HBCUs, because come halftime, unless it's lightning and unless it's they call it, even in the rain, we're going to be right out there hitting that 90, and we're going to do a show regardless. Yes? Come on, somebody. You know what I'm talking about. So I need you to just keep going. Alumni, just keep going. HBCUs, just keep going. Students, just keep going. We got this. We can do this. And how we going to do this? Because I need you to remember that you got to vote. We keep telling you all this. And I'm going to tell you one more time as we get up out of here. You got to go vote. And I'm going to tell you why. I got some friends of mine who's going to tell you this nice little ditty of a song about the importance of get out and vote.